Hello everybody, wee Paddy from across the shop, and as promised I'm going to do a sharpening video, and it's a sharpening video with my new Venev stones that was kindly sent to me by Venev themselves in Russia for my channel to test and to do videos with, to do a series of videos. And that's what I intend to do, and over this next sort of year I just want to improve my sharpening, but I also want to help maybe other people who are just starting. Now, I can sharpen by hand. I use diamonds a lot, I've used stones, I've used quite a lot of mediums if you go back through my channel, from a rock to a brick to anything. So I try everything. I am by no means an expert, but I can get a knife sharp, and that is an amazing thing when you collect knives. If you don't know how to do it, you have to learn. You just have to learn. Now, if you want to get one of these proper angle sharpeners, that's fine, go ahead, there's no problem, I'm not saying, but you need to know how to sharpen, and whatever way it is, just learn how to do it. I like experimenting, because for me this is another part of my knife hobby. This isn't and as is, this is a separate entity. Sharpening is a separate entity to my knife collecting. So today I'm not going to take it easy. I have not used these. You can see these, they have not been used. They're brand new, they're totally dry. You can use them dry, I believe, but they're better with a bit of water, because they do remove quite a bit of steel and they'll clog up, so I've been told, but that's no problem. I've got a wee Nagura stone, I believe they're called, that's used for getting slurry on normal stones. These are diamond impregnated stones, but this will clean them. I'm led to believe that a quick rub on this, if they get really dirty, and this will clean them. So you're seeing this live. I don't do editing. I've never have done editing, so there you go. So what I'm doing, I'm starting with, I've got a 280 here, the other side of it, and that's the good thing about these stones. They're twin-sided, and they're about, these are half decent stones. These are not cheap stones. They're just under £100, I believe, or $100, I believe, for a stone, but that gives you two sides. Apparently they don't dish easily, so you're going to get good lifespan out of them. Again, I don't know. At the end of this year, I'm hoping to be able to tell you more and more about them and how good they are at sharpening, especially M390. This is the bento box. This was given to me by Jason Guilfoyle. So Jason, again, you're helping my channel, you're helping me learn how to do it, and hopefully you're helping other people. And that's what people who don't have channels but support us, that's what they do. They give us the opportunity to share what we've got, but also maybe help somebody else who's struggling. So that's enough of that, I'll waffle. Okay, so what I've got 280 on the side. I'll turn it over to 700. And then I have this one here. And these stones are smashing, because it gives you, there's a little arrow. You probably can't see that, the light's not great, but it's etched in there, so it's not going to come off. It tells you top and bottom, there's a wee arrow, and it tells you what stone you're using. So this is 2,500 and 5,000. I'll probably not go to 5,000 because I don't need it. This is my work knife. This is an everyday carry work knife. I don't need to go past 2,500. And then I'll give it a quick strop here. I've just got the what's this? This is the Knives Plus strop block, which comes automatically preloaded. I use it all the time, love it. So that's what I'm going to do. Now, have I waffled enough? Let's just get to it. So my wife says yes. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to blunt the knife, as I always do. Let's just see how blunt it is. I mean, you're seeing that in front of me. It is absolutely blunt. So let's get started. Now, apparently you just put a bit of water on them. These are splash and go. So we'll just see how good they are. I'm just giving them a bit of water. It doesn't seem to be soaking in much at all, which is good. And then I'm just going to start, and I'll try not to talk too much because that slows me up, and I'll just try to get an angle. So I'm trying to get the angle that's on it. It's probably about a 15-degree angle on this, 17 to 15, I'm not sure, but somewhere close to that. I'm not great on angles. So I'm down at the caravan, and I forgot to bring, would you believe, my Sharpie marker. So I'm having to do this on eyesight.
Just one in the drawer.
So I'm now My wife's just shouted at the back of me, there's one on the door. I didn't know, but it's a bit late now, so we'll go ahead now and what I'm doing is I'm actually using my eyes, which is what you've got to do when you're sharpening, freehand especially. Use your eyes, see where you're hitting. Now, I can see that, look at that stone. You can actually see it starting to, and you can, there's actually quite a lot of feel. I'd watched some videos and I think some people had said there wasn't much feel. I'm getting the good feel on that it's actually removing steel. And you can see by that, I'm just going to let you see, I've got a wee cloth here. I know this is going to be a long video, but I'm sorry, it's just what it is. Look how much steel that is removing. That's how good that diamond plate is. So I'm really pleased with that, because it felt smoother. Like if that had been a 280 diamond plate, you would feel it and you would see the diamonds all over it. Because these are embedded, they're impregnated in this, and I'm not sure what the matrix is that it's used. Again, I'm not that technical, but this is just quickly showing me that it's removing steel already, which is just wonderful. So I haven't ruined my bevel. Let me just see. It's starting to come. I'm going to put a wee bit more water on this. I can feel the burr starting to move over already. I mean, people have this fear of M390. I never have. I don't have much fear of anything. It's only a knife, so I mean, don't be frightened of it. You know, if you don't get it first time, try something else. I just felt down here there wasn't any burr. What I do is I try to keep my wrist straight and just sort of lift my elbow so that I'm getting to the end of the blade. But this feels good already. And I don't like Spyderco. What I will do, again, what I just found out that I'd forgotten, I wanted to put a little choil in there, a sharpening choil. Forgot to bring my 2-pin plug down, so there we go. That's life for Paddy. Still not coming up there. Again, what you don't want to do, this is M390, so if this was soft I wouldn't be happy. You just have to be patient sometimes, and that's the reason I chose this steel, because sometimes I use 440C or 8SR13 and that's easy to sharpen, and if you want to do a quick video, of course that's what you use, but I wanted this to prove that these stones actually cut well enough to do M390. And I have no doubt they will, because I've watched people much better than me doing it. So it's right up there, but it's this bottom bit I'm just not getting it. And sometimes a lot of that, for me, it is to do with the way Spyderco insist on not putting a sharpening choil in. And I just wish it was something they would do. I'm just resting my finger on that. Look at the amount of steel that is moving. So I was going to say, it feels like it's cutting, but it doesn't feel like it's cutting that. I mean, that's a lot of steel. And you can feel, I can actually feel the grit where it must be releasing the diamonds, you know, new diamonds as I'm going to, you know, I think that's what it does. I'm probably just guessing. More than likely wrong, knowing Stephen. I'd just like to say a big thank you to Venev, because I mean, to give a smaller channel like myself the chance to try stones that I probably wouldn't have, you know, you're talking, they sent me about £300 worth of gear, which is just amazing. I keep thinking that, you know, I seem to be getting a bit shallow trying to get down to this. I'm going to say that what I'm doing, the top part of my bevel here is coming back and this bit isn't, so I do think it's just that sharpening choil issue. I hate the sharpening choil in spidacles. That's why I cut mine all off, because it's very hard, because it turns in, it makes it incredibly difficult to get up there. So what I'll maybe just come back just ever so slightly. Ever so slightly, so as I'm not right up into that choil. That's coming back now, much better. Much better, right. That's the wrong side. That's it. That's right down now. So what I've done was at the bottom, where Spydico bring it right up, it's very hard, because it turns in, it's very hard to get, you're having to remove so much material before I can get this part of the blade down to here, if that makes any sense. So what I've done, I've left it and I've not gone right up to the side. Now I've got the burr right the way down. My bevel looks pretty even all the way up. And I'll do that. I'll put that choil in. I'll show you, use a wee Dremel and just put a choil in all my spidacles. But so that's what was holding that back. Once I've done it, this stone just removed steel like nobody's business. I mean, that's the M390 and it just removes steel. So what I always do is turn it over. I know it says that they don't dish much, but I like to spread the love, so I'll just go to the other side when I'm doing the other side. Does that make sense to you? It does to me, and that's all that matters. It's my game. I talk some twaddle. So let's go. Let's find the angle again. And I would say these, it feels a bit coarse. I would say that a bit. Actually, on that side it was starting to feel so much better. I was starting to feel the angle so much better towards the end. So what I'm trying to do now is take the burr that I put on that side, I'm trying to get it and bring it back over onto the other side. And I mean, I could go on and do it 2 or 3 times, but it's very hard to watch a video. I just want you to see that this is just something you'll get into your own way of doing it. Let me just, another fresh bit of cloth here. Nothing there yet. And what I'm doing, when I use my eyes there, I could see that my bevel wasn't even, so I need to straighten it up a wee bit. But I'm very impressed with the way the stone cuts. This is 270, 280, and then it jumps to 700. And obviously it does that because they must have tested it and they wouldn't have made a stone, so. No, still a bit to go yet. I'm going to just clean a bit of this off. You can actually, it really does release grit onto the surface. Can you see that grit? Now maybe that's just because it's new, and I'll find out over time whether that's the truth or not. What I'm trying to do is watch and I'm not going right up into that inside again. That's it, starting to come like, oh, these stones are good, I'll have to say. I'm sure it's going to take my time now because I've got it right down to the end now. I just need a bit more up towards the top end of her. And that's the way it goes. Sometimes you just move about until you get it right. And I find this is my bad side, if you like. I love bringing it cutting towards me, and this would be my weaker side for sharpening. I'm hoping that, you know, muscle memory will, you know, the more I do it, the better this will become. But it definitely would be my weaker side. And what I'm trying to imagine is I'm just slicing a little bit off the top of that. As well as trying to keep everything look, the whole point of these videos is, for me, is that I can do cutaways, or, well, to be honest with you, I can't, but there we go, all the way up. I could do cutaways and come back, but you're not going to see exactly how long it takes. You're not going to see what way that I do it if you've never done it. Maybe little ways that it'll show you how to just check that everything is okay, that you've got your angles right. Right, so what I'm going to do now, that is that side done. What I'm going to do is release this now, and I'm going to turn it over too. Now the nice thing about these stones, the low stones, the lower, the 280 versus the 700, the lower of the two stones is going to be dark, and the higher, this is a 700, is going to be this lighter pink, so you can't really go wrong. So now that feels completely different on top, obviously, because it's getting smoother and smoother, but that really does feel as if there's not much there. So what I'm going to do again is just try to remove that. All I'm going to try and do is remove that. Now that, look, you can hear the difference there. Really, can't you? If I'm quiet, you say you can hear it. And again, I'm really pleased with how much. Can you see that? I don't know whether you can see that. Oh, you can, yeah. It's really removing steel well. And maybe you can see as I'm doing this, because this is my good arm, I can fly through this side. You know, I'm quite confident. I feel it better on this side as well. It looks nice on there. My goodness, how good is that? I didn't think that was... Oh, again, I've just got a wee bit on the point here that I just want to get up to make sure. Now, I can hear that, I'm sure you couldn't, but look, what I've done, I've moved it. You can hear that burr is right up on this side. Okay, only a few strokes, but it's there, so I'm not going to argue. I'm just going to go to the other side. Get the bevel that I want, get the level. And just remember, you have to lift up that wee bit. Depending on how rounded this is, you have to lift up. Otherwise you'll get a huge big, that's when you see the big huge difference in the front of your knife to the back of your knife. You know, as far as bevel is concerned, it just gives you a huge big bevel. This feels lovely. This 700, I mean, I think this is the one that I would probably start for most things. If I'm just gonna, you know, give my knife a quick resharpen, probably this one would be enough. And it's removing so much steel so fast. Really is removing steel. Good heavens above, that's fast. That is fast. I'll tell you what, this is it fast? It's, again, it's just a wee bit at the front I felt there, a wee bit at the back. I just want to let you see, look, there's this cloth, look at the amount of stuff that's moved, and I'm only just started on it. Less gritty than obviously than the 280, but I'm just sort of speaking out loud. I know some of the things is maybe not making sense, but again, these are good stones. This is, I think this is the difference when you're getting good stones compared to average price, and sometimes it is just worth saving up that little bit longer to get that. You know, if sharpening's going to be your thing, maybe, you know, instead of buying, you know, 2 sets of cheap stones, just wait and get, you know, a set of these, which are a bit cheaper, I believe, than like the DMT ones. But I mean, I want you to watch these videos first, and I want you to see the results I'm getting first, and then you can make a decision. You know, it's going to be an informed decision. That is so good. So, and what I'm doing now is just trying to take the burr off before I move to the 2500, which is just going to give it that extra bit of sharpening, but it's also hopefully going to give it, you know, a nice reflective. I'm not going for a mirror polish. I'm just going to get a finish that will work on a daily basis on an EDC knife. But I'm not noticing that this is any slower than my DMT. In fact, I'm actually enjoying using this more than the DMT. There you go. There's a statement. And this is M390. It was blunted in front of your eyes, and I just believe that this is really nice. So, let's just see what that's like. I'm sort of kind of rushing and I'm kind of not, if you know what I mean. I don't want to take all your day up watching Stephen running a knife up and down. So, there's what I've got so far. It's quite a nice bevel. It's quite even all the way up. And then on the other side, you know, it's quite an even bevel all the way up. It's maybe not perfect, and there's people out there that will do it better than me, but I just want to make sure I'm on the right track. My goodness. Did you see that? My goodness. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. That is so sharp. That's 700. This hasn't taken me long, has it? I think I've talked longer than I've sharpened. Wow. I am really excited now. How cool is that? Well, I am over the moon with that. That sharpness. Oh, happy days. Now, I'm taking this off and then I'm now going to put on, and like I said before, the higher grit, this will be 5,000, is the lighter, so I'm going to go to the 2,500, and that's where I'll finish it, because this is just a video for usings. I might do it later, I might not. In fact, you know, to be honest, if it just stays like that, I'll be quite happy, because it's a working knife. It's not a knife that I'm going to put in a cabinet and show off. I love the Para 3. I really am enjoying it. I enjoy it more as a work knife than I do the Benchmade bug out. You know, now that's the G10 version. I didn't get on as well with the plastic handle version, but this as a work knife, I love this. It feels really secure, and look, it probably doesn't make any difference whatsoever, but it just feels it. And a lot of what we do with a knife is feel. So, right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to just, I'm just going to polish this a bit. So I'm not even going to form a burr. I just want to see what sort of a polish that I can get. I could go on and form a burr, but again, I don't want to keep you all day. I just want to see what kind of polish I can get on this wee knife in a short space of time. This just feels, how can I describe it? I heard one of those iHeart knives talking about creamy. Now, this isn't maybe creamy, this is yogurt. It's nearly at cream, but it's just that wee bit. But oh, it feels really nice. Really, really nice. You know, I actually feel as if I am polishing a knife. I don't feel as if I'm cutting one. Although it is cutting, and you can see that there. It is cutting all right, but my goodness, that is nice. Much nicer than diamonds. Now, by now, I would be using my Spyderco Ultrafine, which is a lovely stone to use, but certainly don't think I've any need to go for it after this. Well, in fact, this has gone beyond it. The Ultrafine stone from Spyderco is about 2,000 grit, I believe. Great stone. And I must have stone over your sharpener, because, not a must have stone, but it is a nice stone to have as a sharpener. Right, let me just see what that has done. Well, let me tell you, it's not bad. It is not bad. Let me just get that wee end up there. Sometimes you get a wee cloudy bit just at the, well, I get wee cloudy bits up at the tip. Well, I've forgotten I'm not doing this for me, am I? Doing this for you. Right, let's just finish it there, and I'll give you a quick look at what it's like. I'm more excited to look myself. Now, I'm not sure how you're going to see this. This thing is a bit higher than me. Oh, you can see. But the polish on this is really good. There we go. I don't know how you can see that, but the polish is really good. But the polish is not important. Let's see what it cuts like. Right down to the tip. Isn't that just, to me, that is just amazing. On a new set of stones that I've never used before. And I am a novice, I genuinely am a novice. Venev stones, that's just a 2,500. That knife will last you a donkey's time. And I'm going to leave doing it anymore. I'm not going to even do it anymore for myself. I'm quite happy with the shine that I've got on that now. That will do as a work knife, but I want to do the choil first. I hate that choil. And if you're going to sharpen and you're going to leave the choil in, my advice, you know, when you're using hand stones, is don't go right up to the edge, because you're going to have to, I don't know whether you can see, you're going to have to flatten that bit down to the same as your bevel before you can get a sharp bit at the end here. And you see that bit there? You can feel it until it gets to the sharp edge. It will catch, because that's just, there it is. But as soon as I get right up to that back bit, you can see it catch in the beginning, and then it'll just free up. But that is an incredibly sharp knife. There's no problems with that knife. Could use that anytime. Venev stones, for the first time, I'm over the moon. M390. It has only taken half an hour, and that includes me talking. Now, I haven't even stropped it. Isn't that? I mean, I didn't even strop it. And so if there's a tiny little burr, this will get sharper again. And all you're doing the strop for is to get that little wire edge, I keep talking about it, that's on the end of the knife. Every time you sharpen, you need to get it off, and to get the true sharpness of your knife. So there we go, a quick strop like that. You're not even hearing that, are you? That is just, I can't tell you how happy I am. That is so sharp. Absolutely. That's the best I've ever sharpened, I think, with a set of stones. I don't get that quick and that good with my diamond stones. That is awesome. Venev diamond stones. Look, I know Mr. Christie, and I know Jeff Jewell, I know all these other sharpeners, iHeart knives. I know that they're used to getting results like that. I am not. That was amazing. So, I'm gone. I am so happy. Thank you so much. I hope you've enjoyed this. I hope it's made sense to you. Please ask any questions down below, and I shall answer them for you. Take care, everybody. Paddy's away. A cup of tea I never even drank because I was enjoying myself. Cold but nice. Take care. Bye now.